Hello there, happy Sunday. Welcome to the Spirit's Janitor. I'm Martin Flynn. I'm going to talk about anxiety for a little bit. I'm going to do 4 episodes. The reason I'm doing 4 is because someone said to me during the week, it's probably better not to be talking for 40 minutes about one subject because it can get boring, and I get that. So, episode 1, meeting anxiety. That's what we're going to talk about today, anxiety. First of all, we were talking about anxiety at a group on Friday evening, and we were talking about how I was thinking about it after the group. Everything seems, all emotions seem to be lumped in now with anxiety. Under the label anxiety, everyone seems to be anxious. And after it's explored, in my experience as a therapist, after it's explored a little bit, it's generally not the case. So someone could be, it's the likes of grief, anger, and uneasiness, fear. All of these feelings are lumped in with under the banner of anxiety, which is not the case. And I've found people come to me and they say, well, I'm quite anxious. And after exploring it for a while, the realization is that it's not really anxiousness. It's fear of change, or trying to get used to change, or whatever it is. But it's generally not what represents anxiety. Anxiety has its place, but it's being misplaced these days. Like when I was growing up, I'm 57 now, and I know, don't look it, but I don't look a day over 56. But when I was growing up, anxiety, that word wasn't, of course it existed, but it was never used. We didn't use it. It seems to be, I don't know, it's like it's overused. We heard of it when I was growing up, but it just wasn't even on our radar. And now it's everyone seems to be using it, but for the wrong reason. So I'm not taking away from how people feel. It's the label they're putting on it that I think it might be misplaced. And that's when people come to me, they do quickly realise, after exploring it a bit properly and in depth, that it's generally not the case where that they are, anxiety is with them. That's what I prefer to say. Rather than say, I am anxious, I would prefer to say, anxiety is with me. And every now and again, it happens, everyone. But generally, it's telling the difference between emotions. All emotions seem to be lumped in with anxiety under that label. There's physical elements to anxiety. That feeling in the chest, the throat, the stomach, shoulders tightened up. It's not so much your mind being dramatic, it's your body trying to do ancient survival rituals in a world that mostly requires, let's face it, emails and texts. That's how we communicate. Back in the day, your body was communicating with you. Like 40,000 years ago, you're sitting in a cave having your dinner, you hear a twig snap, you're getting ready to leg it. You're getting ready to get out of there, because chances are it's some sort of saber-toothed tiger or something wants to eat you. But nowadays, it's all about the emails. We get an email from our boss saying, I want to see you in the morning. That's the twig snapping. And your anxiety thinks, yeah, this is bad. What's the boss going to say? Or the unanswered text. You send a text and you can see those 2 blue ticks. Yeah, they've seen it, but they're not answering. What's going on? What did I do? Is it all me? So this is where things get twisted. Anxiety generally shows up, all these feelings generally show up when you're on the verge of something important. Not dangerous, but important. It lights up the place where your soul is trying to grow with the world's shakiest torch. This is why people feel most anxious around these things. If you think about it, love, purpose, meaning, creative work, speaking truth, making a change, and stepping into who they actually are. This is why people will feel anxious. Anxiety comes to visit us when we're dealing with these 6 or 7 things here. Love, matters of love, matters of purpose. Do they love me? Am I useful? What's the meaning? Like, where am I going in my life? Creative work. I write poetry. God forbid I show anyone. I show 1 or 2 people, but God, it makes me jittery. You know, if I was to show, I'm hoping to publish a book of poetry next year, but if I was to show everyone my poetry, that's going to make me jittery. You know what I mean? Speaking truth, being honest with someone, yeah, that can make them, that can bring anxious, it can make anxious present. Making a change, no one really likes change. Or stepping into who they actually are, being honest with themselves. All these things, we will feel most anxious around these things. It doesn't show up to sabotage you. It shows up because your psyche knows you're standing on sacred ground. Does that mean anxiety is pleasant? No, it doesn't. It just means it isn't pointless. So I'll say that again. That doesn't mean anxiety is pleasant. It's not pleasant. But it's also not pointless. It has a point. So to try this the next time anxiety kicks the door in. Name it. Call it whatever you want. Call it Bernard. Call it a goblin. Call it whatever you want. Name it. Then locate it. Where are you feeling it? Chest, stomach, jaw, throat. You're mapping out where it is. That's what you're doing. Map out where it is. Ask it a non-threatening question. What are you trying to warn me about? So if you can put an image on the anxiety, ask it a non-threatening question. What are you trying to warn me about? Ask that question the next time anxiety arrives. Don't say, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing. Don't say that. Put an image on it and ask anxiety the question. But ask what, instead of saying what's wrong with me, ask, what do I care about now? What am I caring about right now? It could be anything. It could be a change in your relationship. It could be a change in your life, change of job. It could be anything. But so ask yourself, what do you care about right now? The point isn't to banish anxiety. It's to hear it. It's not your enemy. Don't treat it like your enemy. Okay? I suppose if there was any lesson in this first episode, there's 3 more, and there's a lot more to come in the next 3 episodes. It's not your enemy. And stop treating it like that. Ask it what it wants. Sit down with it. Talk to it. Welcome it. It's there for a reason. So ask it what it wants. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can add here? I'm very aware we're coming up to 10 minutes for this episode. So I think, name it. Call it the goblin. Call it whatever you like. Locate it. Chest, stomach, shoulders, jaw is a big one. It's a huge one. A lot of people are clenched all day. They don't even realise it. You're mapping out where it is. Ask it what it's trying to warn you about. Don't say what's wrong with me. Ask yourself, what do I care about right now? And the answer to what you care about right now is probably the reason anxiety has come to visit. Don't try and get rid of it. Try and hear it. So that's it for episode 1. Subscribe if you want. If you don't, I won't get anxious. If I lose subscribers, I won't get anxious. But I will be keeping an eye. So I hope that made sense. If it didn't, I'd be happy to hear your comments if it didn't make sense. It sounds like it might have to me, but look, I'm just learning all of this stuff, as in on YouTube. I know all this stuff quite well. It's trying to get it across on video that I'm sort of maybe not great at. So let me know. Cheers.